I don't know if I've heard a British rapper that I fuck with like that. Now, granted, I haven't heard a lot of them, but typically when I hear some shit that's not American, can't fuck with it. Even some American shit. I personally like violent music. I like when I could tell that motherfucker's authentic. You know what I'm saying? I know that ain't the best thing, but fuck, we grew up in that shit. My values is fucked up. My values is growing up in Brooklyn, New York, the 90s was fucking being able to fight, make money, and fuck girls good. So you telling me that music should be calculated as a reason that people kill?
Like I said before, we are humans. We're influenced by what we see, what we hear, and so on and so forth, or previous experiences, right? So I can definitely see that, especially when it comes to youth.
The reason that someone would kill somebody else is always external. It's always, unless they have a psychological, they're insane. Follow me. This person stole from me, fuck it, I'ma kill him. This motherfucker cheated on me, I'ma kill him. This dude fucked 3 of my girlfriends, I'ma kill him. Right? Do you think somebody listening to music and just getting the idea to kill somebody is a heavier influence over someone as a man walking in on his wife getting fucked by another man and him wanting to kill him, or her, or both of them?
I wouldn't place it as a heavier reason to act based upon what
No,
you
which one of those
into.
two is more likely for someone to kill? Walking in on your wife getting dicked down by a big ass dick and she loving it, or hearing some fucking violent music?
Of course.
Then what are we talking about? Then why is music being demonized?
What I'm talking about, I can see why music would be used as an example when it comes to having, especially when it comes to youth.
They should use relationships as an example, because most
that
deaths,
too, yeah.
Most deaths,
it happens in a
domestic
situation.
Yeah, boyfriend, girlfriend.
I definitely agree.
You know what I'm saying?
However, I'm just saying.
So people shouldn't be in relationships.
It's not. In a bad one, in an unhealthy one.
Are you just trying to win an argument right now?
No.
Because you know, you're a smart guy, bro. You know damn well music ain't got nothing to do with this shit. Look, technically speaking, does it influence some people? Yeah, sure.
That's all I'm saying.
But is everything else not a bigger influence on people? Like, I think music is the weakest part of that equation. Music is art.
I don't disagree with that.
It's a form of expression.
Yeah.
So just because somebody can be saying some shit, it's not real life. They're reporting real life. So if you can go and put Young Thug in prison because of words that he said, you need to put the newsman in prison, because he's reporting horrible shit, way more horrible shit than rappers. Yeah. They're reporting, you know what I'm saying? For a person to be able to articulate them thoughts confidently, with cadence, rhyming, making sense, and it being a rhythm, that's dangerous, that's scary to a lot of motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's super impressive.
A dangerous man is a man that can communicate.
Communicate well.
And what form of communication is more complex and beautiful than rap music? I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Rap music drives all cultures. All music now, that's the #1 type of music in the world. And then you have your reggaeton, your whatever, but it's a derivative of rap. It's a little cousin of rap, like everything. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
In hip hop, it was a fucking seed that gave birth to so fucking much.
The evolution of hip hop is there as well. Speaking from where it all started, because it was meant to be coming from a conscious standpoint, right?
Nope. Why you say that?
I'm thinking about the KRS-One.
He's not the start of hip hop.
No, but the beginning.
But the beginning.
Because apparently hip hop or rap started from where? New York? That's where it comes from. That's the birthplace, from the Bronx. Mm-hmm. So you would have the Africa Bambados and all these lot. They were more on the conscious side of things rather than the street.
They were, but the first motherfuckers was on some party shit.
In August 1973, a young Jamaican-born New Yorker known as DJ Koolherc threw a party in the South Bronx. With a pair of turntables, he improvised a technique with isolated and repeated musical breaks That technique would lay the foundation for a genre known as hip-hop. Hip-hop music emerged from house parties in the Bronx and spread like wildfire between friends and neighbors at block parties. The new sound was electrifying.
So I reject that when people be like, real hip-hop or the origins of hip-hop is supposed to be conscious. What's conscious? To be conscious is to be aware of one's existence, surroundings, and all of that shit, right? Shit, so yeah, gangster rap is conscious. That's conscious rap. Because motherfuckers is in it, living in what they're living in, and they're fully aware of their environment. And they talking about how they gotta navigate through that shit. Not one person born in the ghetto asked to be born in the ghetto, you know what I'm saying? So you should applaud a motherfucker that,
absolutely,
you know, he's a victim of his circumstances, but as he ages, he finds different ways to channel that energy, and then he becomes rich, and his swagger is scary to some people, but oh well, it ain't my fault, you know what I'm saying? So people should be applauding rap music and rappers, the brilliance that's behind it. I'm telling you, mark my words, in years from now, they're gonna be looking at people like Lil Wayne, Jay-Z, whomever, as fucking geniuses. Because, you know,
already do.
I'm a thinker, right? So I'm thinking about, I could appreciate a song and a hard-ass verse. That's like, yo, that motherfucker said. So it could be like, you gotta think about the complexity of this shit. To rhyme, it takes a lot of mental fortitude, right? Just to rhyme, right? So you rhyming with a cadence. Right? That takes extra brain activity, right? And then really good rappers that care about what they're saying, they shit make sense, right? That's another level of mental acuity. And then motherfuckers that really care, like a Weezy or a Kendrick, your shit just don't make sense. It's clever. It's entendres, double entendres, triple entendres. If you look at literature and you look at poetry and classical literature of our time, double entendres is like the shit, right? Rappers invented triple entendres. You know what I'm saying? So you have 3 lines that's all in cadence, all rhyme, and the punchline has 3 different meanings. Get the fuck out of here. And it all ties in and it makes sense to the original. Yo, that's genius level thought process, bro.
There's a difference because now it starts to affecting the youth. You see? And when the youth are starting to act up on whatever they've listened to, we have a completely different societal problem now.
You think music makes people kill people?
To some, yeah.
I don't
because
know.
they really believe in what
do
they
movies
listen.
make people kill?
Absolutely.
Really?
It would birth an idea to go about certain things.
So John Wick, you seen John Wick? Gratuitous amount of killing. You think it was a rise of killings after that movie?
It may not be a rise, but it will definitely spark a brain on how to commit certain things.
Maybe.
I'm a strong believer
maybe.
in that. Absolutely.
Maybe, but who cares? I don't care. If music or movies or whatever can make somebody kill somebody, it's fuck.
As far as being conscious of what, because words are very powerful.
Yeah.
Words are very potent. So what you speak will come to fruition if you're not careful.
But entertainment is entertainment.
And I hear that.
You go to Shakespeare, you go to those ancient times, a great tragedy, a play that's a tragedy, that's entertainment. Kevin Gates on right now. I fucking love his music.
Yeah.
Regardless of me and him being cool, I hear his pain.
Yeah.
I hear his frustration.
Yeah.
And the fact that he ain't super mainstream, he got mainstream clout, people fuck with him. But he like, I ain't going out with fuck all y'all. Fuck all y'all, and I said so, suck my dick. I feel him, you know what I'm saying? So, cause I'm just a regular person. I know people on social media be trying to act all perfect and shit.
Yeah.
They don't get mad, they don't get sad, like fuck all that shit. I get all of that shit.
Yeah.
I feel agitated by people a lot. I feel misunderstood, all of that shit. And I be hearing it in certain people's music, and I fuck with it, you know what I'm saying?
It's nice to hear you know, this type of conversation and for you to not feel some type of way, because there is what I've experienced as I now live here in Los Angeles, California. Within our community, there's a lot of crabs in the bucket mentality, a lot of jealousy. And
first of all, I don't even like that fucking analogy. It's weird for crabs to be in a barrel. That's just a stupid.
Understandable.
You didn't come up with it, but it's a stupid, unfair type of like analogy, because crabs would not be in a barrel unless they're going to get killed. But I understand what you're saying. So I understand that sentiment. How do you identify that? Like jealousy or crabs in a bucket mentality or whatever. How does one identify that?
I'm gonna give you a perfect example. Right now, social media, right? You got empty amount of followers, million plus on all social platforms.
Right.
I don't even have a fraction of what you got going on as far as following goes, all right?
Okay.
I've had people that I've reached out to, they got way less, but they are in their 100,000s or whatever.
Right.
But they wouldn't do a collaboration because I don't have 100K followers. Rather than coming together and having an understanding, because at one point you were at my level. You had 10K followers or
but
so now I do understand. You work to a certain level, and because you don't have to say yes to everyone that wants to collab with you.
Yeah.
That is not law on that. Like, you don't have to do that.
I'm gonna help you right now. I'm gonna help you because you're my bro and I care about you. That's a fucked up mentality you got. For you to be upset that somebody...
No, I'm not upset.
No, but for you to feel a certain way...
I'm not upset.
For you to feel a certain way that somebody that you don't know, that you reached out to, won't collab with you.
I did know these people.
Okay,
That's the difference.
okay.
I did know these people. And
Okay,
that's what I'm learning now.
So for you to feel a way that somebody you know don't want to do a collab with you, something that you feel like is going to help you, you shouldn't feel like that, bro. Because I'm gonna tell you something right now. You gotta shift your perspective.
Absolutely, and you're absolutely right about that.
I'm gonna tell you my perspective. Now, maybe my perspective don't work for you, but it works for me. My perspective is I don't give a fuck about doing a collab with nobody. And on my children's lives, no, there's not one collaboration that you can find in me that I reach out to anybody about. When you see me and CT and Big Rob doing shit together, that's because we was family.
Natural.
We worked together.
Organic, yeah.
We be like, let's do this, let's do that. It wasn't no, hey, let's do a collab.
In the beginning, it did make me feel some type of way because my perception of our America was completely different.
What does that mean, our America?
The Wood, Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society. What's the other one?
All right, that's enough. What about them? What about those movies?
It painted this picture, the best man. It painted a picture of us being one, being together. Yes.
Those movies was us killing each other.
As well.
Murdering each other.
As well. As well.
Bro, I don't know where you get that shit from.
As well.
So you mean like for black people to come together? You thought it was gonna be on some more unity shit?
Yeah, way more.
Fuck that shit.
Than what I experienced when I got here.
It ain't no unity.
Why is that?
Why should it be?
Why not?
Black people ain't all the same. You feel me? And black people ain't all brothers with each other.
Nah, that's a fact.
And just because a person is white don't mean he ain't my brother. You feel me? Here's my reality. Here's my reality. I don't put somebody at a higher position in my life because of the color of their skin. I don't. I'm being honest. It means nothing to me. Because there's a lot of lot of people that look like me that I just allowed around me and try to do some snake ass shit.
Yeah. I 100% agree with you. All I'm saying is, in this day and age, for example, in Sweden, right? There's a lot of crime that's going on in Sweden right now.
Is there really crime in Sweden?
Oh, crazy.
Like mail fraud?
No, killings. Killings, young kids. I'm talking from the ages of 13 to 16. These are the real dons on the streets.
The dons?
Bro, it's crazy.
I'm gonna go to Sweden and be a kingpin.
Bro, it's crazy.
With our little 14,000 population.
It's ridiculous. And I mean, a lot of this is
What are they killing them with? Knives?
Guns.
They don't got guns in Sweden.
Shootings. I'm gonna have to show you some stuff, bro.
All right, so what about it?
And what I'm saying is
Is the music?
Music is heavily influencing that
All right, now.
that lifestyle based upon, you know, street cred.
Malmö, Sweden's third largest city, has seen a spike in shootings this year already. Given Sweden's reputation as a refugee-friendly country, many commentators have been quick to point the finger. Ahmed Obeid was just 16 when he was shot dead at a bus stop. It was one of 13 shootings in Malmö in January, 2 of them fatal. His cousin says Ahmed's killing shows why people in the community don't feel safe.
So you're saying the music, hip hop music has gotten out there and it's got the youth kind of wild?
Not kinda, it's out of control. Like it's
What artists?
Oh, this is new kids.
6ix9ine?
I don't know. Oh no, this is Swedish music, but everything is influenced by America. I heavily believe so. Because as you said before, the culture. Beautiful. When you say music, it's not just music, it's the culture, it's the way we dress, it's the way we talk, it's the way we greet each other. Mannerisms, it all comes from that, how we walk. Everything, music as a whole comes from Africa.
It comes from Africa.
Rhythmic. Yes.
I don't.
So you don't believe music comes from Africa?
What evidence do you have of that? I'm not trying to be facetious, I just really want to know.
I hear your question. I mean, as far as evidence, I mean, it's quite evident if we look at as far as we can that rhythm in itself.
How? How do you measure that?
Everything stems from the motherland.
Okay. Lucy, right? You know what Lucy is? Who?
First human to be found.
When they reconstruct Lucy, what Lucy was to look like, it doesn't look like a human to me. It's like a monkey person.
Lucy, Australopithecus afarensis, one of the most important fossils ever found, roamed the African savanna. Today, using the latest scientific research, we're going to reconstruct her life and her death as much as we possibly can.
So them motherfuckers wasn't making music? Let's go, Jim. Get your money, baby. There you go. That nigga lightheaded, he about to pass out. Look, he trying to play it cool. You about to fall down. Keep the camera on the tee.
I ain't done that in a minute. I haven't really been on the weights thing.
No?
For a hot minute.
What you been doing?
A lot of boxing, a lot of functional movement. Because I'm light now. I'm what, 205, 206?
That's a good weight. I can't not lift. This shit is good for my soul. So we're gonna have to wrap this because we gotta finish our workout inside. They ain't gonna let us film inside. They hating. But fuck it, we'll do a part 2.
All right.
Talk some more shit to y'all. Yo, we've been doing a lot of my content has been turned into workout and podcast. If y'all like that, let me know down in the comments below. We'll keep it going.